The judge delayed a decision on where this trial is even going to be located until this morning. So if the defense's change of venue request is denied, that means the trial is going to happen right here in Chicago. If not, well, we'll see where the trial is going to end up. And here to break it all down with me is Xavier Pope. He's a legal analyst, he's a lawyer, and he's here to kind of talk more about this and give us some depth on this. Thanks again for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Now, when we talk about this change of venue, if it's not here in Chicago, where do you think this could be?
Well, I think it's going to be in an area where the Jason Van Dyke defense feels that they won't have as many protesters outside. But I think that's a hard press. During jury selection, there were protesters from all around the country, so willing to go anywhere where there is some sort of trial. So I think it's really unreasonable that they think that they won't have any protesters impeding any jury selection, and rarely are they really granted. So I think this trial is going to move forward.
Now, some of the drama early on was whether this was going to be a bench or a jury trial. Yeah. Ultimately, the defense saying, we want a jury. Why do you think they made that decision?
This is the normal process. No one wants to go with one as opposed to 12.
Makes sense. And the big discussion is the makeup of that jury. Only one black juror. What's the impact of that in a case like this where race plays a factor?
Big factor. 7 jurors are white. And of a city of this size, with so many African Americans living in the city of Chicago, I think it's really peculiar that only one black juror is on the jury.
Finally, real quick, how likely is it that Jason Van Dyke is convicted of murder in this case? You don't see a lot of convictions when it comes to this.
Haven't seen a conviction like this in over 40 years in the city of Chicago, so that is very rare. But I think that there's a tenor in this country and the city that may be looking to change that sort of narrative, but we'll see what happens.
All right. That hearing set to begin today, 9 o'clock this morning. A change of venue will be taken up first, and if the case will happen here in Chicago, opening statements are expected to start today.